Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. I'm Nai.
I'm Mako, and I'm suffering from acute memory loss.
Sora is very curious about this wall. This one, right here. Okay. So last episode, we showed up in Traverse Town. Hello. Showed up in Traverse Town, fought the guard armor, and locked Traverse Town, which is good. This means this place is done. We don't have to worry about Traverse Town disappearing into the void.
Story-wise, we have now done everything Traverse Town expects of us.
Yeah. There are some other things we could do in Traverse Town right now, but I'd rather wait until I have better traversal techniques, so we're just not going to do that. And instead, we're going to leave. Now, the cool thing going on right now is that Cid gave us the Warp Drive. Warp Drive means that, well, there's a tournament being held at the Coliseum.
There's our achievement, Where the Bells Toll.
Yep, for completing Traverse Town. There's a great reward for the winner, so you'll see that the game now says Warp Drive is an option. Warp Drive only works if I've been to a place before. But what Warp Drive says is that I'm allowed to just teleport directly to the place without having to deal with a gummy ship mission. Given that I don't like gummy ship missions, this works out well for me. Now, they're letting me know that, hey, would you look at that? If the Coliseum has a tournament and there's a reward for it, you should probably do it. We're going to. This reward is... This stuff is not necessary, per se, but it will definitely make my life a lot easier when I do other things. Now, something I should also do to make my life easier is to switch to the Jungle Key. So the thing with the Jungle King, specifically, is that it does more damage. It also has more strength. I don't know why that's considered to be two different things. So the way this works, as far as I've always understood it, is the number under the Jungle King, that's how much its base damage is, but you also have strength, which adds to that. So the Jungle King does too, basically. So let's go ahead and switch that over to that. Do we have any new items I need to worry about? No?
So I'd comment, but I don't remember enough to...
Yeah. Let's see. Sora has some AP available to him, but I don't feel like using it. Just equip Berserk, why not?
I was say guard is some... I was going to say... I like guard, but that's my...
I like dodge roll better, honestly. I think it's just a much better skill. Try to say, do I want... We're going to take Treasure Magnet off. It's only good in case you have extra AP. It's not something I just want to have.
Yeah, it's one of those nice to have, but there's other stuff that's probably better spent at the moment.
Exactly. And now we're going to go ahead and do this. So, by the way, Jungle King probably would have made that last boss fight a little bit easier. A little bit. Actually, I've had it for a while. It would have made the last couple of bosses easier. Okay. Phil, what's the plan? I want to enter the Phil Cup. We're going to enter together. The reason why he asks enter together is that on some of these cups, eventually you'll be able to do them solo. I don't care. Okay, so the Phil Cup. So we are the 9th seed right now, which means there are 10 total battles in this one. Let's just continue working our way through here. So this is going to get us a good amount of experience. It's also going to get us whatever the hell the reward is. Keep in mind, we have not locked this world yet, so this world is not complete. We will not lock this world for a while. Yeah, it'll be a while. So we'll just gradually fight our way through. 8th seed. Bunch of stuff, I don't care. I really don't. These fights are they're just ridiculously easy. What you really have to worry about in this particular fight, and I say this as if, like, this fight's going to last long enough to have a strategy behind it. But, kind of like Mako was saying a couple of episodes ago, you kill the green ones first.
Yeah, those are always, always, always your first target, because they will float around and heal everything else.
This makes your life harder. Just lots harder.
It's standard RPG practice, really. Kill the healer first.
Yeah. So notice hammer legs. These are parts of the boss.
Yeah.
So these are parts of the guard armor boss. Worth noting is that, if I remember correctly, I don't know if it's in this particular tournament, but we will fight that boss as a standard enemy in this tournament, in one of the tournaments. Also, I can't help but notice that these particular legs have the old coloration.
Hmm.
Did you notice that?
I didn't until... Actually, I did think they looked a little funny, but...
Yeah, they don't have that weird coloration anymore. By the way, they hit just as hard as they used to.
But you have Cure now.
That's true. I also, I have a good Keyblade, so that's definitely helping. What's next? Oh, come on, really? Really? You consider this to be a Look, let me do this. I'll just tech everything. I've noticed the bonus from tech, from that tech boost I got, is not that good. I mean, extra EXP is better than no EXP, definitely, but, it's not as if it's a huge deal. So Donald will cast Arrow on himself? Okay.
Regrettably.
I got a large body and some power wilds. I've always liked the hat on the large body. By the way, this large body happens to be asleep. They do that. They won't wake up until you wake them up, so don't do it.
Schmuck bait trying to get you in over your head.
Yep. Ouch. That was my face. Just don't do it. Just don't wake them up. It's not that hard, right? I forget why I'm not allowed to summon right now. Is it I don't have full MP? Is that what it is?
Full MP, and you usually aren't allowed to summon during the during arenas anyway.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was gonna summon, but Okay, so now we have gauntlets. So they're a thing. Gauntlets scare me less than the feet do, so... Ow. Unfortunately, there's no drops in this. So you have to... Ooh, we got Stun Impact, which is a new skill.
Nice.
I don't know what it is. We're going to find out eventually, because I'm not allowed to do anything about it right now.
Yeah, you can't do any changing in between in between rounds on this one.
What? Wait, can I? Nope. I was trying to catch it just before, like, well, it says I'm not in combat, can't wait. No, you can't do anything. 2 large bodies and 6 green requiems. This is where things get frightening. And this is where when we say take out the green ones first. For your happiness and the happiness of everybody who you love. Take out the green ones first. Because they will just non-stop heal large bodies and you're just going to have a bad day. The thing that annoys me about the large bodies is that when they go nuts, they immediately turn to face you.
Yeah, they always do an about face.
It's just irritating. Okay. I gotta remember to use dodge roll, because it's not a skill I really use on a regular basis, and I need to remember to use it because a lot of bosses are so much easier if you use this skill. Be smart, Make your life easier. Don't do things stupidly. You got to remember that with this game. I don't know why I find it so hard. So now we got the hands and the legs, which you'll understand that I'm not thrilled about this whole concept. Oh, and now I'm in red. Heal real quick. Unfortunately, Goofy is completely 100% not Goofy. Well, Goofy is too. Donald is out of mana and out of life apparently. So that's no. No, do not kill me. Oh, stop dodging, you freaking hands! Well, it's one hand, but it's annoying the hell out of me because it's dodging me. And these things are going to hit me. I'm going to heal. And they're going to do it again. Nope, never mind, I attacked it.
Now, the interesting thing about the way MP works in the first Kingdom Hearts is because of the way, it regens your health like that. Your MP, the more MP you've got, or the less MP you got, the less it takes to regenerate it, which means that you can get that first bar back very easily.
Right. So there's very little excuse for you to not have MP in this game.
And stuff like ethers exist and all that, but they're really only there for
selling.
Well, selling. I was going to say they're there for the situations where you absolutely positively must have MP right now.
Well, and even that you
those
have,
cases
but
very
you have
rare.
to set them up first. They have to be in your they have to be in your... Whoa! Where the hell did that come from? I just got killed. I got hit from behind by the torso out of nowhere. Okay, well. Let's go ahead and equip Stun Impact. 30% chance of unleashing a finishing combo attack that renders surrounding enemies unconscious. I like that. Let's go ahead and equip that right now. Instead of the Berserk that I'm not using. Man, I need that type of stuff more often. Okay, Phil, can we do that again? So the problem is I have to start this entire thing all over from the beginning. Which is irritating.
That is the problem with losing in the arena.
Yeah.
Good news is you get experience for all that.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly a wasted effort.
I mean, it's definitely good experience. It's definitely good news. It's really annoying that one attack. Whoa, that was it just now. Holy crap.
This is why you want, abilities.
That is kind of impressive. I really hate, I don't have any of the gap closer abilities right now. There are abilities you get later on that allow you to rapidly dash over to enemies. And they're lovely. I love them so much. And unfortunately, I don't have any of them right now. So and the thing is, a lot of enemies are really good at just moving away from you at the exact speed that you attack. So it gets really, like this right here.
Yeah.
Exactly out of my reach for multiple attacks, while other ones are attacking me.
Surprisingly, the enemies will actually try and get out of the way.
Well, they're not. It's not trying to get out of the way. It's just a movement pattern. It's not trying to dodge me. It's just moving. But the problem is I have no way to keep up with it and still attack. And the second I get close enough and try to attack, it moves.
See, I'm convinced there are enemies. I'm convinced there are enemies who are deliberately, who will deliberately dodge you.
I've never actually... I don't have any evidence of that whatsoever. And the feet annoy the hell out of me. They really do. Just because of some of the shit they do. Okay, now if you're able to actually hit them when they try to do their step thing, you can stop them. You can tech them, stun them. So Donald had just enough mana to heal me before immediately falling over. I may have to adjust his behavior. Because he's running out of MP way too fast.
That is Donald's primary problem. Is you slap an MP haste and an MP rage on him and he's a little better, but Donald will blow his entire repertoire in the first 30 seconds of combat, if that.
I mean, the good thing is he follows the same MP rules that you do, so as long as he's still attacking, he will build up MP like nothing else. And I have him set to just attack. So that's good, but I think I have him set to use spells a little bit too aggressively. And I need him to have MP available for Cure. So,
If only you could tell him to reserve MP for certain things.
Well, by correctly setting his behaviors, that's how you do that. See, like this large body who was just walking away as I was attacking him. And part of it is I'm using a Keyblade that doesn't have amazing reach is another thing, but
reach is a quality property of a Keyblade. There are some that have very good reach.
And there's nothing wrong with this Keyblade itself. It just doesn't have amazing reach.
It's your first real Keyblade upgrade, so
for a given definition of upgrade. For a given definition of upgrade.
That's the thing. The game calls them different Keyblades. They're not Keyblades.
Yeah. But that's the thing. The game says they are. Who am I to disagree with the game? Apart from someone who knows what he's doing. Okay. So the other thing that's going on now, apart from the whole I leveled up a time or two thing, is I'm also making a point of saving my mana and not wasting it getting tech points off of these freaking mages. So I actually can heal myself if need be. And that seriously wasn't the issue when I got killed by the torso. I was at probably 75% health and one attack off of it killed me. Are we dead? We're done? Yeah. We're not dead. We are done. Okay. So we're certainly getting there. 2 large bodies. So we're 4th seed. Thankfully, this is not the long one. The long one's the one that has 50 rounds. This one only has 10. It's still, you know, longer than you'd probably like, but... This one's berserking. Tech on that. I do like the whole thing, tech thing that it's, or not tech thing, the technique bit that I have now. Reminds me very much of the combos in KH2, which is something that I felt that 1 really did miss. So I actually am very happy that we're getting stuff like that now. I did feel that, you know, this game did need that. Okay, we got hands and feet.
The combo system from the later Kingdom Hearts games, like, just, it puts the first one to shame.
But apparently Final Mix does fix some of that problem.
It does.
And it kind of upsets me that America did not have this to begin with, when we really should have. There was really no reason to make this a Japan-only release. God damn it! I got hit by the feet and the hands at the same time. With an attack I was doing everything I could to dodge. This shouldn't take this many tries. This is the first tournament. So that's really irritating. And I wasn't low on health either. I had like 60% health. Bah! Humbug. Mako, I'm really dissatisfied about that. Okay. Luckily, the Power Wilds don't really do a lot of damage. Which
no, they're lots so that they're sort of they're acrobatic and they can.
I still don't know what this dance is that Goofy's doing. I don't want to know. The only thing I wish you could get in the arena that you can't get is, I really wish you could get item drops. I mean, I understand, you know, game balance and all that, and it would really ruin the game balance to let me have item drops in here, but... God damn it, Power Wild, stop dodging. The Power Wilds are one of the few enemies that I'll say, like, really probably do dodge on purpose. But god damn, is that annoying. Mako, we might have to dedicate an entire episode to this.
Oh boy.
I'm not happy about it. Okay. That's one Power Wild down. The feet are specifically going after me while I'm taking out this Power Wild, which I'm not happy about. There's a lot of things about this game I'm not happy about right now, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Stop dodging me.
Stand still so we can kill you.
And? Okay. And I'm down again. Am I just really squishy or something?
Again, you're playing on hard.
Yes, I know,
but
I've played on hard before, and this is a little bit much. I've beaten this game on hard before. Let me just go fix Donald while I'm at it.
Ooh.
Okay. It's... Am I allowed to... Will not open. Okay. It's the whole, I'm at 60% health, and I take one attack and I'm dead. That means the attack is doing 24 damage. That seems a bit much for a standard not boss attack. I don't know. Let's try this again. I could always magic the foot, but I don't like spending that much magic this early on. Okay.
There is regrettably not much I can do to assist you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a... yeah. Okay. 9th seed. Yada, yada, yada. Just break everything. And, I mean, we already said it's good experience. Stop freaking dodging. I think another thing that's driving me nuts is I'm a little bit more used to Kingdom Hearts 2 nowadays than I am with 1, because I play 2 more than I play 1. And in 2, Sora is so much better at hitting a locked-on target. Like, he's considerably better. That's irritating. He's also a lot better in the air in 2 than he is in 1, and I'm mostly an aerial player. So, you know, there's that. Like, in 2, he's freaking Yoda. In this, he's Obi-Wan. For a level of how, like, acrobatic he is, you know? Okay, so that took about 1/5 of my health, not 60% of my health. That was about 1/3 of my health. That was about 1/4 of my health. That was half of my health. Be freaking consistent with how much damage you deal. That's almost all my MP just now. Apparently Donald got a max HP up. That's pleasant. He doesn't have enough HP to begin with. What is with Donald and zippers?
I don't know, really.
He's got zippers everywhere. Are zippers a mage thing? Does he channel magic up and down the teeth? Is that how it works?
Nah.
Because these mages don't have zippers.
These mages are creatures made of darkness.
They do have VVIs, though.
Oh, all the chic mages have VVIs.
All mages have VVIs, if we want to be really honest about it. It's kind of like a prerequisite. Ah, you want to be a mage? That's fine. You must lose your face. The darkness will be your face now. Which is fine, I guess, but... I don't think I could pull off that thing. I got amused. Do you remember the original commercials for Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn?
I don't actually.
So the big commercial showed... What was the name of the super mage in the storyline? The one everybody looked up to who was kind of a big deal?
Louisoix?
Yeah. So it's him in the middle of this crater saying that, you know, we the people need to stand up and take back the land for ourselves, sort of thing. And so, you know, this is real life. This isn't this is like live action. It's not computer animated. So they had a really good actor who looks a lot like him too. So you have a bunch of real people standing on the edge of this crater, and they gradually storm in. And the further they get down the crater, the more they transform into their Eorzean counterparts.
Right.
And I remember one guy who was in the full, like, black mage with hat armor.
Mm-hmm.
Which was really cool to look at, but it was like... I was sitting there going, how did they somehow make the you cannot see my eyes armor work? You know? It doesn't seem like something you should be able to work in real life, and yet it seemed like they did.
Yeah, that's and that the funny thing is, like, all the what is it? They call that armor is in the game.
Yeah,
they call it relic armor, and it's for, you know, all the stereotypical class. Like, I mean, you played Final Fantasy XI.
Yep. That was the Black Mage armor. That was Black Mage artifact.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing. Like, Black Mage, the way classes work now is a little different than the way they did in 11.
I've played 14.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to the new classes that 14's coming out with the expansion.
If Puppet Master's not in there, I just don't care.
Nope, but like, we got a new class for free, which is unusual for an MMO to begin with. We got Rogue Ninja.
I mean, arguably stuff that should have been in base game.
And the expansion that's coming out, we're supposed to be getting Dark Knight,
And there goes my 66% health again.
Astrologian, and what were they calling it? Mechanists, mechanical or mechanist, something like that.
Wait, that could be a puppet master.
It's sort of they're a gun from what we can tell, they're a gun-toting class that uses a lot of sort of turrets and little robot assistants, ancient tech assistants.
See, I could totally play that.
The Astrologian is a much-needed another healing class, bringing us to grand total.
Well, I remember there was a statement in League of Legends, which I really felt was a kind of good way to put the whole healing class perspective thing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want too many of them. You need them to be very carefully balanced, because, and it's a little bit different in League, because the argument they said, they were trying to, they've always had a problem balancing the healers.
Mm.
Because the fun of League is dealing damage to others. And if fun is dealing damage, and healing is the opposite of dealing damage, then healing is the opposite of fun. Which is true in League of Legends.
That's true. Yeah,
That's
it doesn't.
true.
I don't think that works in Final Fantasy XIV.
Well, it does, but in a slightly different direction. So in Final Fantasy XIV, fun is dealing damage. Now, you're not undoing the damage of your, the damage of your human opponents. You're undoing the damage of your computer opponents. But you have to balance that healing versus the doing damage bit, and it's not like a 1-to-1 ratio. You should have probably one healer for every, probably 4 basic classes, because you don't need that many healers.
See, I'm not entirely. I like the classes we've got, especially the healing classes we've got, but I think my issue is that I'm not sure there are a lot of different DPS classes vying for space in the duty finder and the party finder, and I'm not sure that's I'm not sure how to fix that, because as it is, like, how do you fix the fact that there's too many DPS?
Well, how many roles do you have? You have DPS, you have healer, you have tank, you have...
Those are the three roles as far as the game is concerned.
Well, I would also say debuffer and buffer, but... So here's the thing. So the question is not, how do you fix too many DPS? The question is, how do you bring the other classes back up? And the other question is, why are they so misrepresented in the first place? I think the typical answer is because they're not fun. I say this as a person who played almost exclusively healing classes in 11. They're not freaking fun.
My prime, for those who care or know, I prime DPS. I've in any game that there is one, I've been a glass cannon type, like the rogue. In this case, I'm a monk. I took monk to 50, which is the level cap. My secondary is usually a healer. I'm still learning to heal. I have fun with it, but my problem with, I'm not sure how to phrase it. It's fun, but it's not easy to learn.
I don't think there's anything. I don't think it's the learning thing that's the problem. I think it's the basic concept of healing and how much responsibility it puts on just you. Because okay, so you go attacking, right? If you're a good DPS, what are you good at? What is the big thing you brag about?
It's built right into the term name.
Yeah, you brag about dealing a lot of damage, and if you deal a ton of damage, you get hate, and if you get hate, it's whose responsibility to fix it?
Usually the tanks.
Tanks. Now, if you're a healer, what do you brag about?
The tank not dying.
But specifically what? Like, the tank not dying. How do you stop the tank from dying?
From healing him?
But here's the problem. A DPS brags about dealing a lot of damage. As a healer, if you're healing a lot, you did your job wrong. You shouldn't be healing a lot, because healing a lot stops the tank from doing his job. So unlike a DPS who can just go, I should deal as much damage as I can, and if I take hate off my tank's not doing his job. If you're a healer healing a lot and taking hate off the tank, you're not doing your job. So the healer, you're not a good healer because you heal a lot. You're a good healer because you know exactly how much to heal, which means you're doing a lot more work. So I think the problem is about making it fun is you have to make a healer who doesn't have to have that much responsibility. Not to mention that their healer also has to typically take care of buffs. They got to be watching all of those things. They don't get to just let loose and go. They have to actually be keeping track of all this bullshit.
You know, I think this is why a lot of healers choose to go the scholar route.
Which would be
Pet. Scholars are weird because they're a pet-based healing class. You get a little fairy, and the fairy does at least half the healing.
Oh, scholar. Okay.
Yeah. And
I was hearing Sculler, S-C-U-L-L-E-R.
No, scholar. Sorry.
Like scullery maid?
No.
That's a new class now?
No, it's what's more, like, people have commented that as far as, like, stuff like, as NPC helpers like that go, they're very smart. They're very, very smart when it comes to managing things like healing.
Yeah.
Which actually makes sense because apparently their NPC, at least for terms of friendly NPC, their intelligence is based on a variation on the Gambit system from Final Fantasy XII.
Neat.
So they're capable of looking at this scenario and saying, is my master at half health or better? Yes, no. And sort of going down the list and actually sort of monitoring the situation for various stimuli. They're not perfect, but
yeah, but they're good.
They're good.
I think the best way I can describe it is if you're playing as DPS, how many HP bars are you looking at?
Thing I'm hitting, usually in my own, occasionally if I'm in a position where I'm going to have to.
And if you're playing as healer, how many HP bars are you looking at?
Oh god, don't get me started.
One for everybody in your party and the enemy. You know, you're keeping track of everything. And that's just, it's not fun. You came in here for fun, not to work, you know? I think that's part of the problem. I really do. So the question is, how do you make that fun? And I think part of the answer is take some of the responsibility away. But I think the other thing is, you have to let them do something else.
Again, that's why Scholar's so fun, is the pet handles a lot of the heavy lifting.
Yeah. Oops, shit. You can't make the player do everything and expect them to have fun with it. Oh man, I really wish that would have happened a lot easier. Okay, we're good. I really wish I could see right now. Seeing would be a wonderful thing. The camera keeps on getting trapped behind those pillars, and it's really pissing me off. Okay. We might actually win this time. If that happened less, I would be happier. Okay, I can actually pay attention to this guy now. So I'm not paying attention to everything else. Got him. Okay, we win. Finally. God freaking damn it.
Yay, well, yeah, now you still gotta finish the seed.
Oh no, we're done. That was last. That was last seed.
I remember there being more trouble to that.
That's the first tournament. There's more tournaments after that. Attained the power of stars, learned magic spell Gravity.
Gravity.
Which is a certain level of important.
I was gonna say, I get what they were doing with that, but it's a spell I almost never use.
Yep. So got a long way to go. Next round starting soon, and it'll be the real thing next time. But that tournament isn't going on yet. So Phil Cup. Now I can enter alone, but there's actually no reward for it. That I recall. Okay, folks, that's going to be it for us. When I catch you guys next time, we will be doing things that are not this. We'll see you soon.